Hi everyone, very good evening. I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome to yet another live video where we are going to talk about the importance or anything about image consciousness. All right. So first things first. ଆଜି ମୁଁ ଆପଣ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ସହିତ କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ଏମିତି ଜିନିଷ ସେୟାର କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି କି ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ହେଲ୍ପ କରିବ to know yourself better. All right. Yes. So in order to know yourself better, you need to be conscious about your image, right? Yes, but to what extent is it healthy? Yes, to what extent is it healthy? And what is dangerous? Like, ete image conscious hejiba that you think about every single thing at least 5-6 times before doing it. That see kona bhabibo, emiti kole kona hobo. Yes, jodi mu eta koruchi tahale mate ei problem hobo ki? Yes, I don't want him or her to think of me in this particular way, right? So these are some examples of uh, when you are extremely conscious about your image. This is the issue that will happen, right? So what let's first understand what exactly is being image consciousness mean. All right. Yes. So I will not share any uh, material today. I will not share any mind map today, neither any presentation, nothing. But I would like to say this directly in front of you to those who are listening to this. First of all, this is Swaraj, and I am a community manager and learning facilitator at Odisha Digital Coaches Hub, where we help individuals to improve their soft skills and English communication skills using some proven techniques that will help you to understand your own strength and weaknesses and accordingly take steps in order to achieve the result in the best possible way. All right. So please do click on the link in the description if you want to join ODCH and learn more. Being in the community, which is Odisha's largest digital community dedicated for English communication skills improvement. All right. Yeah. So with that, let's begin. All right. So let's first take an example. All right. Yes, where I assume someone who has two personality. All right. ଜଣଙ୍କର ହିଁ ଦିଟା personality ଅଛି ଭାବନ୍ତୁ. One endରେ ଗୋଟେ ପଟେ ଜଣେ ଅଛନ୍ତି who is not at all image conscious, not at all conscious about his or her image. Let's name that person A. All right. Yes. On the contrary, on the other hand, there is another side of that same person who is highly self-conscious or image conscious rather. So there's a difference between self-conscious and image conscious. So we'll talk about it. First, take this example. Problem. These are two extremes. Not at all being self-image conscious and not at all, being image conscious to a deadly level. Extremely being image conscious. All right. What is the situation there? First answer is that when someone is not at all image conscious, they will not be aware about their environment, of what people do think about him or her, right? उनको फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता उससे, समझिए? मतलब ऐसा होगा that they are completely engrossed into their own self and not at all being a part of the society that we are living in, right? They will not at all think that if I do this, what will be the consequences on others? मेरे को अच्छा लग रहा है, मैं ये करूंगा. दूसरे क्या सोचेंगे उससे मेरे को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. ये सुनने में बहुत अच्छा लगता होगा आप सबको, बट ये जब बहुत एक्सट्रीम कंडीशन में पहुंच जाएगा, then none of us will be able to survive in the society where people will think this way. If everyone thinks this way, then think about the society that we'll be living in, right? समझ गए ना आप? अगर सब कोई ऐसे सोचेंगे, then it will be chaos everywhere. Chaos. Let's come to the other part of it. All right. What exactly will happen when someone is extremely conscious about what people do think about him or her? क्या होगा वैसे में? They will not be able to perform even the smallest of their activity without considering the people that those are related and are involved in their life. Think about it. आपको अगर हर छोटे से छोटे काम करने से पहले आपके आसपास जितने भी लोग हैं, आपसे जितने भी लोग जुड़े हुए हैं, सबके बारे में सोचना पड़ता है. Then do you have your independence at all? Huh? What do you think? I'm not sure about it, because you are not living your life with your own terms. You are completely dependent on the perception that people will make of you in their mind. Every action that you do, every word that you speak, every decision that you take will be a reflection of how you feel the other person should think of you. And that is not how you can take the correct action decision. You cannot take the best decisions of your life if you're too much conscious of your image. Now, what exactly is the differentiation? You understand, right? Both extremes, right? The one where one is not at all conscious about their image. The other extreme is one where one is extremely conscious about their image. So, as आपको सबको पहले से ही पता है कि मैं आखिर में जाके बोलने वाला हूँ कि इट्स ऑल अबाउट द बैलेंस दैट वी नीड टू मेंटेन बिटवीन बोथ ऑफ देम. You all know it, right? Because I always do that. Life is not at all at extremes. We have to find the fine balance that is in between. Correct? So in order to do that, what exactly do we need to do? But before understanding that, I want to talk about I want to talk something about uh, the importance to understand the difference between being self-conscious and being image conscious. Self-conscious is where you are conscious about your own self, your own activities, your own words, your own mistakes, your own wins, your own decisions, right? Your own actions, right? जो भी आप कर रहे हैं उसके प्रति आपको आपको ज्ञात है. You are aware about it. You're knowledgeable about whatever you are doing. Might be the other person thinking that this is something that is not correct. This is something that I don't feel is correct, but you are aware about it, that हाँ ये मैं कर रहा हूँ and this will give me positive results. If you are aware about it, then you are self-aware, self-conscious. But the other side of it, the image conscious part, right, is something that has to do more with others. It has not much to do with yourself. मैं अगर सोच रहा हूँ कि सामने वाला मेरे बारे में क्या सोच रहा है, that is being image conscious. मेरा image कैसा है? It could be in the digital world, it could be in the physical world, it could be in my office, it could be in my home, it could be over my friend group, it could be with my relative. कहीं पर भी अगर मुझे इस बात से परेशानी हो रही है, इस बात से मैं टेंस्ड हूं कि लोग मेरे बारे में क्या सोच रहे हैं, then it is a part of being image conscious. All right, just give me a second. Yep, sorry about that, everyone. Yeah, so I hope all of you are with me till now. I mean, I could have made this more interesting by sharing some videos, some mind maps, something that would have caught your attention easily. But I wanted myself to be raw, be real in this video, because I'm talking about something that is the need of the moment. Yes, everyone should be aware about this. And in order to do this, if someone is able to connect with me and listen to me, then only they will get it. Yes, आपको अगर image videos में अगर आपको आंसर्स चाहिए, अगर आपको इमेज वीडियोस अट्रैक्ट करते हैं, then you can find a lot of videos over YouTube and you can take the help of them. But if you want to understand my own perspective on this and what exactly do you need to take away from this particular topic or this dialogue that we are having, then of course I need to talk to you directly without taking the help or support of anything else. All right. Yes. Very good evening, and Kumar. I hope you're doing well, everyone. Please type in the comments below where are you from and what exactly do you uh, stand for in this particular conversation, right? Mane, ଆପଣ ଏଇ जो discussion ହଉଛି ଆମ ଭିତରେ ଏବେ, where we are thinking about being self conscious, being image conscious, ଏଇ जो ଏଇ जो confusion ଟା ଅଛି ଆମ ଭିତରେ, yes, ଏଇଟାକୁ ଯଦି ଆପଣ clear କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି, then please stick with me, and I'll definitely be helping you. All right. Yes. So moving ahead, we talked about the extremes. Now we talked about the second part is where we talked about the differences between being self-conscious and being image conscious. Now I want to talk about the way in which you can find the balance. All right. As I said, the whole story, the whole thing is to find the perfect balance where you are conscious enough to understand कि हाँ, इतना अगर मैं अपने बारे में जानता हूं एंड इतना अगर लोग मेरे बारे में सोच रहे हैं, देन आई एम फाइन विद इट. द अदर एक्सट्रीम, वहां से भी आपको थोड़ा सा इधर हटना पड़ेगा. ऑलराइट. तो नाउ देयर आर 5 थिंग्स दैट आई वांट टू शेयर. यस. And I will also relate how does it affect to your communication skills going ahead. All right. Think about someone who is not at all conscious about their image. वो अपने मन से कुछ भी बड़बड़ाएंगे, अपने मन से कुछ भी बोलेंगे. He or she is not at all conscious. उन्हें पता ही नहीं है, उन्हें फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता सामने वाले को समझ आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है, सामने वाले को पता चल रहा है नहीं चल रहा, उन्हें फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. राइट. उस वक्त आपको क्या करना है? What do you have to do in this kind of situation? Yes. So stick with me and I'll be talking about it. All right. So whenever you are talking about being image conscious, right, the balance can only be found if you understand yourself in the best possible way. Understanding yourself. Yes. आपको पता है कि आप अपने अंदर क्या है. Yes, you know yourself very well. But you don't want to portray that to the world. You want to portray something to the world that is fictional, that is curated, that is made by you for your own self, but not you. Right? Now, you have to understand in your own self in order to assess if others, whatever they are thinking about me, is correct enough, or is relevant enough, or is a myth that I should ignore. इतना आपको मैच्योर होना पड़ेगा, इतना आपको अपने बारे में जानना पड़ेगा कि आप समझ सकें कि सामने वाला अगर ये सोच रहा है मेरे बारे में, तो क्या इसमें कुछ सच है. इज देयर सम ट्रूथ टू इट. हाँ, हो सकता है कि समथिंग दैट आई एट अ पर्सपेक्टिव दैट आई एम मिसिंग, I am getting from the other person in front of me. Right? You have to be humble enough to attract that, to accept that. All right. Yes. So that is the first step, is to understand your own self in the best possible way. All right. Yes. Moving ahead, the next thing that you want to do, you need to do in order to balance between your own self, being true to your own self, and not being the opposite, like not at all depending on the curated or the fake version that you portray to the world. Right? Uske liye the second step would be being authentic. All right. I have already made a video on this where I elaborated the importance of being authentic in today's day and time. Right? So being authentic to whom? To your own self, to the people around you, being authentic to your audience, your friends, and everyone that you interact with. Right? So that will help you again to understand what exactly do you stand for and why do you stand for that. Right? अगर एक ब्रॉड टर्म में हम सब चीज को समझेंगे, देन हमें पता चल जाएगा कि nothing exactly in this world is right or wrong, the correct or incorrect. It's everything based on the context and situation that things are termed as correct and incorrect, right? This is a very deep philosophical thing, but yeah, I wanted to talk about it. All right. So moving ahead, the pressure that we face from social media, from our society to maintain certain kind of image, maintain certain kind of class in order to uh, fit in to the society, in order to fit into the society. You must have seen those post Instagram reels where people are saying that having Starbucks coffee is fitting in the society, but असली मजा तो चाय में ही है, right? So the difference between both of them, see, understand it. All right, what exactly do you stand for? Yes, and only then you will be able to figure out how much you need to tilt to which side of being image conscious. Do you need to improve or increase your consciousness of your own image, or you need to reduce it, tone it down, so that whenever you are exchanging something with someone, you are communicating something with someone, you are aware about how much do you need to push yourself or tone yourself down. All right, now I'm coming to the communication part of it. अगर क्या लगता है, आप अगर बहुत ज्यादा ही सेल्फ कॉन्शियस होंगे, will you be able to say things that you actually want to say? Nahi, bilkul hi nahi, not at all. You will be always concerned about the other person thinking you in some particular way if you talk in a particular way. अगर मैं ऐसा बोलूंगा तो वो गुस्सा हो जाएगी, सोचेगी इस तरीके से मेरे बारे में, and you are not at all able to share it or talk it, speak it out, right? What about the other part? What about the other extreme? Yes, when you are not at all image conscious, you will speak anything and everything that comes to your mouth, and eventually it will lead to disagreement. It will lead to people avoiding you. It will lead to people not agreeing with you, and that is fine. But when people start understanding that you are not accepting their point of view, you feel that मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ वही सही है, then people will start maintaining distance from you. They will not be wanting to communicate with you at all. And in that case, you will be in a very troublesome spot. No one wants to be there. Am I correct or am I correct? Yes. Right. So with that, I come to the conclusion of this live session where I want to talk about the importance of it. Right. I already talked about a few points, what exactly is being image conscious, and a lot of things. And I also connected it with communication skills, right? Whenever you are communicating, what is the importance and to what degree should you be image conscious? All right. So now I'll be coming to the conclusion part of it. All right. Where the need that I want all of you to understand. The need that I want all of you to understand is to understand the importance of trust that will come only if you are balancing between the pendulum of where one side is being completely conscious and with you have submerged into the in the image consciousness part, right? And where the other part is the desert, where you are not at all image conscious, right? Trust factor is something that people will develop towards you once you are balanced in between. Yes, and that balance can be different for from people to person to person. All right. Yes. The second point is the stress and pressure that you get from the society and your peer and your surrounding. The stress and pressure that you face in order to maintain certain kind of image, in order to maintain certain kind of lifestyle, in order to have certain kind of way in which you communicate with them. आजकल के फैंसी टर्म उसको बोल देते हैं बाउंड्रीज. right? I mean, it's completely okay, and I do stand by it. But yeah, that is a more curated version of it, right? The third thing that I want to talk about is the relationship part, the connection that you share with people. Yes, the more you are image conscious, people will gel with you the more, but you will lose yourself more there. The other extreme is where the more you are not conscious of your image, the fewer or the lesser people will be gelling with you, or getting along with you. But the opposite is you will be into your own self in that situation. And neither of them, let me tell it very clearly, neither of them is something that we can live with. Yes, the extremes, both the extremes are very bad. You have to find a balance in between. All right. Yes. So with that, I would like to conclude this particular video here. Would like to request all of you to please give it some time to think whatever I said today. I understand that this was not something that was very attractive and flashy for you to stick around and watch it again and share it with others. No, I don't expect it at all. Because those who will understand it, those who will value it, they will anyway be doing it. Yes, for those who don't, good luck. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning into this video. I'll come up with yet another wonderful topic in the next one, in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself and stay consistent with your activity, which is aiming towards being a better version of yourself. All right. With that, I'll take a leave. Thank you so much. Bye.